Jared Weaver, a shutdown kind of guy, will try and do that on the mound. Well, now let's take a look at the lineup for the Angels. In our scouting report, John, who are we watching for today?
Well, there isn't anything Albert Pujols can't do in a batter's box. Power, plate discipline. He is the complete package. Even in the on-deck circle, he's still a threat because managers have to figure out a way to manage around him.
Getting us going here, it'll be Yunel Escobar. A loss for the Angels in yesterday's game. So the story there, a tough three-game set going 0-3 against the Royals. Pays off a called strike, 0-1. Looking at that outing, they were taken to the cleaners.
Well, the cleaners, then they got dried up too. 8-run loss.
That's a strike, and it's 0-2. Time for Escobar to protect that strike zone.
We'll see if he can pick it up right here as he's gone just 5 for his last 24. And with his name at the top of the order, he knows the job is to get on base and to try to score runs and to wreak havoc on the opposition. He's got to do a better job than this.
But when you're getting guys out with 3 pitches, you know you're dominating.
That's a time when you know you are definitely in the zone, and he was on that at bat. That one goes foul. Foul! Here's the delivery. That's upstairs for a ball, 1-1.
Well, that's just some good old country hardball right there. Four-seam fastball up in the zone.
Line towards third and foul. The 1-2 on its way. Fastball got him looking 2 down.
Watch K-Cam. Take a look at the two-seam fastball.
Nice pitch. That one just clipped the edge of the zone.
He might not have been able to get to it, but at least wave at it and make it look like you're trying to hit it.
Here's how the Rangers stack up defensively. And John, how about individual factors out there?
Well, hitters know if they put something on the ground toward Elvis Andrus, they might as well run right back into the dugout. He has a strong arm. He has great range. He can run the ball down in the outfield on those shallow pop-ups. He can let the outfielders play deeper because he has such great range going back for balls. I mean, this guy's a complete player, and he's been to 2 world championships. You love having him on your team.
Line drive left of the bag and foul. And Mike Trout comes up empty with that swing, strike 3, and that sets him down. And they are retired in short order. Good defensive half inning. Bottom half coming right up, Texas. And out on the mound, we'll see Jared Weaver. Anaheim's got him starting in this one. Well, Steve, how's he going to handle these big Texas bats?
Now this right-hander has quality stuff, and it doesn't really matter oftentimes who he's facing. If he executes his pitches and pitches his game, he's got a chance to come out on top.
Span watches it low for a ball. Well, Texas picked up the win yesterday. That made it 2 for 3 after trading games 1 and 2 of the 3-game set against the Astros. He's come back with one on the outside corner, 2-1. Bats came around in their last W when they needed it.
Well, there's nothing in the world more dramatic than a late inning rally to win a ball game.
Swings and grounds this one foul, wide of third. Now the 2-2. Gave him a fastball that time, but it's outside. 3-2.
And I know the hitting coach has been working with him right now. Only 6 hits in his last 31.
And he knows as a leadoff man that's not going to cut it. He's got to do a better job jump-starting his team's offense.
Now it's caught. This is the lineup we'll see for the Rangers. Scouting pick, John. Who are we looking at today?
Well, Elvis Andrus is a guy that brings a lot to the table. He can get on base. He can steal a base. He's not going to hit a lot of home runs. He's your typical shortstop. He's going to catch everything hit to him, and he's going to make things happen on the base pass.
We've got Shin-Soo Choo in the box now.
Chu was only able to play about half the season last year, but he wasn't up to his normal standards. First time since 2007 he wasn't able to hit 300.
That's 2 gone. We'll take a quick look at the Angels, how they'll be taking the field defensively. John, keeping an eye on anyone?
Well, a catcher can be an impact player on the field as Giovanni Soto. He's great at blocking the balls. He keeps runner from advancing. He keeps a double play in order. But what you really like and the most important part about a catcher, how does he work with his pitching staff? Well, these guys absolutely love throwing to him.
And fielder watches that one outside. 1 for 10 lifetime against the Angels. The 2-0. And he takes a fastball for a strike. 2-1.
This is the go-to pitch for many pitchers in the major league. The fastball down and away. When in doubt, that's where you go.
And Princefield is swinging, missing, evens up the count. Weaver sets, throws. Here's a swing and a ground ball. Gillespie throws to first, side is retired. And a 1-2-3 inning. And a rather warm day to be out there in that field. You're going to sweat it out here in Texas today. And it's Albert Pujols in the box now. He's going to get us started. Second inning. And a strike starting the second here. It's 0-1. Derek Holland, couple of strikes. See how he pitches here.
When you look at Albert Pujols' numbers, he has been productive to say the least, with 6 hits in his last 12 at-bats. A really nice series before this one, getting the job done. A lot of quality at-bats and looking really comfortable at the plate.
Well, a great job getting it 0-2. That third pitch, unhittable.
Guess he figured, why waste a pitch, save the arm? He did.
Nice job.
And Hamilton's going to play it. He has to back up for it. Comes away with the out. Fans, be sure to tune in tomorrow night. We'll see Evan Longoria and the Tampa Bay Rays. They head to the Rogers Center to take on the Blue Jays. That'll be a 7 p.m. start.
A chance to watch two good teams matching up in that one, Gary. I'm really looking forward to it.
And in the batter's box, it's Gillespie. Fastball just misses, and he falls behind 2-0. And this one's up the middle. Number 7. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. 7 pitches and a glimpse of the sun here and there, darting around through the clouds. Some shadows coming on the field right now. And Adrian Beltre up. We'll get things started here in the home half of the second. 0-1 the count. Getting going here in the bottom of the second.
That changeup away is one of the most effective pitches, because when the
hit up the middle. Oh, avoided the path of that ball. That was right up the middle. Was that a one away now?
Number 32.
And Josh Hamilton to bat.
Well, again, another shortened season for Josh Hamilton, spending some time on the disabled list. 25 homers, almost 100 RBIs, though, for a guy who gets injured a lot.
Curveball, that's in the dirt for a ball. For Josh Hamilton, even though the numbers were a little bit down from 2010, his season last year, an average still right around that 300 mark.
Well, that's what he is, a 300 hitter with that sort of approach at the plate. Always solid contact, and when he hits it, he can drive it out of the ballpark. Power numbers down a little bit because of the injuries to the legs, but a guy that you know is always a threat at the plate.
That one's on the ground, but he gets it in front of him. Weaver sets, throws. And Josh Hamilton works that to a hitter's count, 3-1.
Now, he's pretty troubling right now, being hitless in his last 10. A non-factor in the last series. They need him to bounce back a little bit and leave his mark. His bat is the way that he talks. He went with a fastball in the 3-ball count, which is what you want to do most often. He just couldn't throw a strike.
And in the batter's box, here's Moreland.
As a visiting team, the Angels were just barely over 500 with a 41-40 record away from Angel Stadium.
I'll tell you about the Angels' performance on the road. Much better first half of the year. Just 17-20, though, after the All-Star break.
And that really hurt their chances. If they could have been 3 games over 500 instead of 3 games under in the second half, they'd have found themselves in the playoffs.
A moment here for Texas. Can they get it done?
Well, this is a guy right here that was made to hit fastballs, and that's what he looks for, and that's what he got right there. Put a good swing on it. He knew what to do with it for that double.
And we've got Andrus batting. Lifetime solid number, hitting .413 off Jared Weaver.
And just take a look at their history, and he's just owned everything the righty has offered up at the plate.
Takes that first pitch low in the strike zone, strike 1. Fastball is up high, then it's 1-2. The 1-2 pitch. There's a swing and a liner towards first, and that gets down, and Hamilton scores. That makes 2 across, and he'll stop at second base. That'll be a 2-run double. A couple of RBIs on that swing. Let's see what that does for their win expectancy drive.
Well, this is a good piece of hitting right here. He gets a pitch, he knows he can handle it, and he drives it for extra bases. More importantly, though, he gives his team a 2-0 lead.
First pitch, a slider for a called strike.
Angels have to be holding a grudge for what happened last season. They held a slight lead in the AL wildcard, but Texas came back, swept them over the last series, and they ended up losing.
Here's the pitch. Fastball is a waste pitch that time, 1-2. Talking about that last series last year, Texas came to Anaheim, nothing to play for, already clinched. They weren't going to get the home field advantage. Boy, that had to be a tough way to end it for the Angels. John.
I'm sure it left a bitter taste in their mouths. And I think the Angels were a little bit spent at that point. The last month of the season was a wild one for them.
On tap for the Angels. Wrapping up on Sunday the series with Texas. They'll kick off a series with the Houston Astros. That's a division rivalry. That'll kick off Tuesday. Then, home sweet home. They return to host the Oakland A's. Great series there. Watches that one for a called strike. 0-2.
How good life on this fastball as he just buries it down and away.
Checks him at second. Gets back in time. Smash towards the hole. And that's the third out. Pujols grabs it. So the pitching breaks down a bit here in the second. They get out to a 2-run lead. The bats are working. Simmons up now. Here's the pitch. Just missed with the fastball. 1-0. Here's the 1-0. Out in front, and it's 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Line drive fouled off towards first. Ground ball to short. Andrus with a pickup. And his throw gets him one away.
Let's take a look at the Angels and where they ended up last year rank-wise in the American League. First in batting average, second best in hits, and you see their ability to manufacture runs and the fact that they were second in the league and still...
Line towards second. And it is in there. That's going to bring the tying run to the plate. And that's going to bring Giovanni Soto up.
Well, little action going right now for this team. A single here with one out. A little bit of momentum. Let's see if they can bring him across.
The pitch. A liner headed for the hole. And that gets the tying run on board. He's on his way to third. That will bring up a key at bat now for Yunel Escobar.
Well, you're not going to put this swing in an instructional video, but it's just good enough to be able to hit it where no one can catch it and pull into second with a double.
Took a called third strike in his last time up. Here's the first pitch. Swings, lines this one back up the middle, and it gets through. Escobar knocking in the run.
At the plate.
Well, the hitter makes an adjustment going down on the pitch at the bottom of the strike zone and drives it here.
And you get a run scored if you're in that at-bat. What you want to do is make contact. He did. That pays off. Number 2 spot in the lineup up again. Offensively, the opportunity to pull it a little bit closer, and right now that offense looks as though they've got the ability to do that. The 1-0 now. Slider just misses the black, falls behind 2-0. Back up the middle. Terrific stop, Andrus. And he throws on to second for the force. What a play. Nice diving stop to get that force at second base.
Well, pretty darn good play right there to track it down, then pivot and get the force.
Mike Trout gets to swing now with 2 away.
He has that swing making things happen right now. 10 hits in his last 24. Seemingly on base every single time he goes to the plate, making such a big difference for his team, giving them chances to score runs. Well, down by a run here, Gary. The man on first base can run. I'm looking to try to get him to second. Then you got a chance to have the go-ahead run in scoring position. They better keep him close.
And Trout watches that one outside.
Now, if you saw his last game, you got a chance to see that he swung the bat well in that one, picking up a couple of knocks.
There's a swing and a ground ball. Andrus with a pickup. He'll throw on to first, and that'll do it for this half inning. So Derek Holland heads to the dugout. The offense gets on the board against him in the third.
Plate for the Texas Rangers.
It's Denard Span to lead off.
Number 2.
First pitch on the way. That one is fouled off by Span. Weaver sets, throws. Span, there's another foul. And he fouls another one off. There's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. One away now. Now the State Farm leaderboard. Look at those teams who had the highest average last year. Number 1, the Angels. Second, the Rangers. In third, the Tigers. Fourth, the Royals. And it's the Yankees, number 5.
Well, I would.
That swung on and grounded up the middle. So Chu is retired.
Designated hitter. Number 84.
And a chance here with 2 away for Prince Fielder. Right there in the top 5 in home runs. The first pitch. And it's 0-1. Weaver gets him looking.
Well, one of the offensive leaders in the game this year, and obviously a guy who's getting the job done for this offense, and somebody they've really come to rely upon.
That one's drilled to short, and that's going to be a base hit for Fielder. That's going to bring up Adrian Beltre.
Let's take a look where the Texas Rangers ended up rank-wise last year in the American League. First in batting average with runners in scoring position. First in hits. And they also scored the most runs in the league. The most potent offense around. It's all about scoring runs, however you're going to do it. And they figured out how to get it done. As we talked about it before the game, a tough stretch for him right now, going just 2 for his last 12.
And he was nowhere to be found in their last series with not a lot of production from him.
Watches that fastball go by, and now he's at 1-2. And look now at the pitch type distribution. One of the hallmarks of being effective is mixing up your pitches.
Well, I think it's a circle change that we've been seeing him going with quite a bit in this.
And so Albert Pujols leading it off. Here's the pitch. Starts him off with a pitch on the outside corner. Strike 1. They'll fire 0 for 1, looking to get his first hit off Holland.
Well, we'll see if they remember what they did the last time when they struck him out. That 4-seam fastball, they blew it right by him.
Got him. 1 away.
Well, he helped him right there with 2 strikes. He gets the slider, but he chases it out of the zone for strike 3.
Up again now, the number 5 spot. He flew out his last time up. Fouled away. Foul! The pitch. Lays off that fastball, and it's 0-2.
Holland has been just lights out today.
You got to expand that strike zone. And so, swinging a shot down the left field line. And that is in there. The tying run is on base. The season's still fresh. Here's the Rangers, what they have coming up. The series with the Angels concluding on Sunday. They'll pack their bags for Seattle, where they'll take on the Mariners. That'll be a 3-game series. And then the road trip continues. They'll face some good competition. The Diamondbacks at Chase Field. There's quite a few road games coming up, and that's always challenging. And that's on the outside corner, 1-2. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. Slider, 2 down.
Well, 2 strikes, you have to try to fight off this pitch. You have to think away and adjust in. They went away, but he couldn't make contact.
Simmons has a turn in the box. He's in his 3rd season. The fastball is in there. It's 0-1. Let's take a look here at how he's been mixing up his pitches so far in this game.
Well, that's the key to success, is mixing up your pitches, and he's done just that. Being successful throwing his fastball for strikes, but also his breaking ball when he has to throw it to keep the hitters off balance.
And I love the aggressive attitude that he's had. He throws every pitch with conviction. It's made it very difficult on this lineup.
Well, the battle starts with...
Swung on, grounded towards the hole. Throw in time, forces him at second for the 3rd out. There's another solid performance. We're going to see Hamilton here. Only one batter gets one more than he does in this lineup. Weaver sets, throws, passes up a ball this time and swings for a strike that's in the dirt. Here's the pitch. And with 2 strikes on him now, Josh Hamilton, he'll protect that strike zone.
I see the bit overmatched last game out. He's striking out 3 times in that one, so he's hoping to make a little more contact here.
Curveball, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
They went with the big curveball off the plate, trying to get him to reach for it, but he lays off.
And Josh Hamilton swings right through that pitch for strike 3.
He chased it out of the zone. You've got to make the pitcher bring it back in. If you swing at a bad pitch, it's awfully tough to make contact.
And in the batter's box, here's Moreland.
Jared Weaver continued his run of one of the best in the game last season. Built off of his 210 year, which he's an all-star, he was even more impressive in 2011.
Well, Jared Weaver may be most impressive the way this whole thing started. His year won all 6 of his first starts, 6-0 by the end of April.
I mean, what a dominating performance from him, and a guy right there in the Cy Young race in the American League. 18-8 record, a career best ERA at 2.41, a league best whip as well. Nobody gets on base against this guy, and he doesn't hurt himself.
Good patience by Mitch Moreland right there. It's a ball, and he gets the count even.
I don't know if you got a chance to see his last ball game, but he picked up 2 hits in that one, swung the bat well.
A swing and a miss, strike 3, but a chance at first. And out at first.
Nice play by the catcher. Time to get out of the crouch and get over to first base ahead of the batter. Sometimes these things can get away from you. He did a great job keeping it in front.
Good hustle and a great arm. And we've got Andrus batting. He doubled home a couple in his last at bat.
He has 2 RBIs here, Gary, and obviously a big part of this team's offense today. That's why they're winning.
On the ground, played by Pujols, and he'll step on first to retire the side. And nothing. Here's Gentry now as he comes to hit. And here's a quick chance to look at how this guy has been mixing up his locations to this lineup.
His command and control have been solid. Not perfect, but the great pitching coaches will all agree that when you can mix locations along with pitch types, that you have the greatest chance of success each time out on the mound.
Hey, John, you know this is a game of adjustments, and the hitters have not been able to adjust to the location and the rhythm of his pitching.
Line towards third and foul. On the way. Strike 3 called on the fastball. What away.
He must have been looking off speed, which I don't understand. With 2 strikes, you have to look fastball and adjust to the off-speed pitch. Either way, he's walking back to the dugout.
So with 1 away, Giovanni Soto up. He doubled at his last appearance. And he steps on first. That's the second out. And it's Yonel Escobar now. These at-bats, how's he starting them? Let's take a look.
Looking ahead is paying off for him. He's retired 8 hitters in this game after throwing a first pitch strike.
He waited on that first pitch and took it. It's 1-0.
A great movement on that 2-seam fastball, trying to start it on the corner, running it off the plate. The hitter just laid off.
Swung on line to right center field. He makes a magnificent defensive play. Goes quickly for Derek Holland. That's a 1-2-3. He's got 7 Ks in this game. And we'll...
Stepping up to the plate.
In the box, their rookie second baseman. Didn't put anything in play and went down swinging the first time against Weaver.
But struck out on the slider last time. I gotta believe he's going to see a healthy diet of sliders during this at-bat.
And the bottom half of the 5th now, 1-ball count. And that catches the outer half for a strike. One pitch. And that's taken outside for a ball 2, 1 strike count. Here's a chance to take a look at how this pitcher has been doing in terms of getting hitters to chase pitches outside the zone.
Well, he's got a very nice job so far, Gary, in this game. You know, John, a big part of his success, hitters chasing pitches out of the zone. The undisciplined lineup is really helping him out today.
But one of the most telling stats is when you've got your command on any given day, Steve, you got a chance to be successful, and these guys are chasing everything.
And Chirino's batting. Lined out last time up. And first baseman Pujols checking the bag. And here's the first one. And it's 0-1. Weaver gets him looking.
You go with the big breaking ball away. It's exactly where you want to go. Set up hard in and go soft away. Nice pitch.
Called strike on a fastball, and it's 0-2. Pitch on the way. It's fouled off. To get him to golf at that one, but he lays off, and 1-2 count.
Now, if you're going to miss, this is where you want to miss. Throw that breaking ball at the bottom of the strike zone. If the hitter swings and puts it in play, it's a ground ball out.
Pitch out. Nothing was on, though. Lined foul towards third. Big swing, misses on the changeup, struck him out, went away.
He pulled the string right there, must have been looking for the fastball. Swings right through the changeup for strike 3.
There's a runner on for Denard Span. Batting average .248 against the Angels. First pitch on the way. Swings at that fastball and misses. 0-1.
Well, looking for a bounce back performance today. Some disappointment after last game, striking out twice.
Good eye that time by Span. He stayed away from that pitch to even the count up. One pitch, a curve, taken for a strike, 1-2.
Well, here's a hanging curveball. You want the 12-6. This one hung out about 2 o'clock, and he just didn't swing.
Fastball got him 2 down. And one after another just kept him guessing.
Well, great 4-pitch at bat right there to get the hitter out. And anytime you can have quick innings and lower your pitch count, so you're going to stay longer in the game.
Here's Shin-Soo Choo with 2 away. Then this is his 8th season. Choo will foul that one away. And the pitch out, nothing doing that time. Quick check at first. Much too close for the runner's concern. He's back in there, though. Waves at a fastball on that 1-1 pitch. Strike 2. Weaver sets, throws. Shin-Soo Choo not fooled by that one, and that's going to even up the count. 2-2, a slider. That misses. 3-2.
He tried to backdoor that pitch, but left it out and away.
Runner goes. 3-2 on the way. And Shin-Soo Choo swings right through that. That's strike 3. Well, they can't push any across here in this half of the inning. Texas 2. And if you've just joined us, our broadcast of Major League Baseball on 2K Sports with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. I'm Gary Thorne. Lays off a called strike of the knees, 0-1. Now, this is a kind of an interesting breakdown. You take a look at the pitch types that were thrown that have been hit for a base hit or better.
That 4-seam fastball of his, it's gotten hit 3 times.
You know, with the hits he's given up off of that pitch, I don't think he's going to use it much more as he works his way through the lineup. But overall, you've got to be pleased with how he's competed.
The pitch. He got him. So far, 8 strikeouts today.
Now this curveball just drops right off the table. The hitter thought he had a beat on it, then he gave up as it breaks into the strike zone.
And it's Mike Trout now, 1 away. He went 3 for 6 last year against the Rangers in Texas. Derek Holland, couple of strikes. See how he pitches here.
I don't think he's going to waste any time right now. He's just going to go right at him with that 0-2 pitch.
Got him. 9th strikeout of the game.
That's a lot of movement there for a pitch at 87 miles per hour.
Well, he just looked overpowered on those 2 fastballs.
John thought the timing that time just didn't seem to be there.
Well, a strikeout like that will give the pitcher a lot of confidence.
And a chance here with 2 down for Albert Pujols.
Hit one out of the ballpark last time out, solo home run, and look for him to have some momentum coming into this game now, feeling good about himself.
Here's the pitch. And Pujols watches that one go by. Count is even.
They went with the big curveball off the plate, trying to get him to reach for it, but he lays off.
He watches the 1-1 pitch, takes a fastball, strike two. No swing. Count goes to 2-2. Swing and a drive, deep left center. And Hamilton's going to play it. That'll do it as they put that one away. 3 up, 3 down this afternoon. And Prince Fielder will lead it off. He leads the American League and runs batted in. First pitch to him. And that's a ball. Weaver too far outside. Now Soto sets up. And Prince Fielder is swinging, missing, evens up the count. Last trip to the plate came away with a nice single off Weaver.
You know, if I'm on the mound, I've got to be very careful right here in thinking about my circle change. I mean, for whatever reason, it looked like he was on it last time. I'm not sure I go there again.
Fielder isn't fooled by that one, and Prince has evened up the count.
Well, looking at this guy's pitch count, he's up over 80 pitches thus far. You wonder how long they're going to let him go.
And that one swung out and missed by Prince Fielder.
Well, this is where you want to go with 2 strikes on the hitter. You want to go down out of the zone. He swings through it, couldn't make contact with that one.
Now batting with 1 down, Adrian Beltre. He went 2 for 10 last year against Weaver. And that gets it done. Beltre a base hit. So that brings Josh Hamilton to the plate. Now our State Farm sponsored look at which teams went the yard most last year. Number 1, the Yankees. The Orioles 2nd. White Sox 3rd. Rangers 4th. And for the Blue Jays, they are in 5th.
We see so many games won with 1 swing of the bat, and this team last year was one of the best at hitting the ball out of the ballpark. You make a mistake, they will make you pay. The bottom line is, there's no one in this lineup that you think is going to be an easy out because they can all take you out.
There's a swing and a liner, and that gets down. Hamilton on it first. And we got a guy on the mound that looks like he's tiring out there. The bullpen's
He's running out of gas, and I can't see them staying too much longer with this guy.
The opportunity for offense is right now. And in the batter's box, here's Moreland.
Well, young Mitch Moreland getting a lot of chances last year, and he made the most of it. Stepped up as a solid contributor for the Rangers, filling in both at first base and in the outfield.
Weaver sets, throws. Oh, he pulls the string on the circle change. 1-2. Moreland really became their defensive first baseman. Now the question is, swung on, hit hard. Moreland gone. That's good for 3. Now they lead by 4. A 3-run homer. That one drives in 3, and the WPA chart shows us what that adds to their chances at a W.
I gave it some thought, decided to go with a 4-seam fastball, and he probably should have thought something different because he made him pay for it. Threw it in his hot zone, and he hit it out. This game continued to go well for the Rangers. The offense just keeps attacking.
Weaver sets, throws. Andrus makes contact. Well, that's going to be a foul ball. Well, Steve, we know this lineup's capable of doing this sort of thing, but boy, if you're on the other side, you got to really feel like they hit you right in the soul. Swings and hits this one deep down the line and left. As he drops back and puts it away. Up now, their second baseman. If he's getting balls or strikes here, let's take a look.
Well, Gary, you take a look at it. What does it mean when he falls behind in the count? Well, here's what it means. It means the hitters get confident. They can sit on a pitch to drive it out of the ballpark, and they pick up some hits.
First pitch was a strike, 0-1 now.
Well, this is just one of those pitches right there that he had a chance to put in play, but his indecisiveness caused him to hesitate. And when you hesitate, you are lost, especially in the batter's box.
That one's hit to the right, way down there, but that's going to be a long foul ball. And that's the ball. Weaver too far outside. Holds off on that slider, and it's 3-2.
Well, the hitter didn't take the bait. That's a great pitch. That breaking ball down and away, trying to get the hitter to chase. You have to give him credit. He didn't go out of the zone for it.
That misses ball 4. Now you got to be watching for that steal down there.
Well, you know the pitcher's really tired right now, and you have to think that his confidence is a little bit shaken. That long at bat right there, he had a chance to put the hitter away, and now he has to go from the stretch to try to keep this inning from getting out of hand.
Number 64 will be the new pitcher. He's coming on in relief for the Angels. Pitch out, nothing doing though. Takes a swing at that fastball, doesn't get to it. 1-2.
Credit the catcher on that one. That's a good low target setting up, and he hit the target. Good execution.
He was able to ring up that K, and that's going to get him out of the inning. A laboring inning right there. 25 pitch.
Now up to the plate.
Up again there, DH. Pretty good day so far. 1 for 2 off Holland.
Well, he's going to definitely be able to approach this at bat with a plan and some confidence. Got a hit on a fastball earlier, so you know he must be able to look for it again.
Swing and a hot shot. Oh, that'll move you on the mound. He just barely got out of the way. And so there he is at first base, and there's still nobody out.
Well, anytime you get your first hitter up in the inning, big things could happen. It opens up a lot of holes in the defense, and it makes it a lot easier to hit for the guys behind you.
And in the batter's box, it's Gillespie. Struck out swinging last time. First pitch, a slider outside, 1-0. And that's off the plate, away, ball 2. Comes set, now the 2-0. Fastball just misses. He runs it to 3-0.
That two-seam fastball is such an effective pitch. 1, because it gets ground ball outs, but 2, it sets up his other pitches.
And a pitcher's not going to get the call on that one. That's going to be in the base on balls category.
Now he just let this battle get away from him, as the batter wasn't going to waste any swing on anything outside the zone.
Simmons is batting. Bounced into a fielder's choice his last swung. Ground ball to short. And he grabs this one. That's one. And they turn the double play. State Farm leaderboard. Look at the teams with the most runs produced from last year's season. Number 1, the Rangers. The Yankees second. In third, the Angels. White Sox fourth. And it's a swing and a hit to Span. And that's the third out. That'll do it. Derek Holland. It's another good inning. And he's pitching very well after 7. Just the For those of you just coming on board, Gary Thorne with Steve Phillips and John Kruk, bringing you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Span at the plate, and Escobar picks it up. So Span is sent down. We've got Shin Soo Choo in the box. So look at the matchup numbers, and they're good. 339 off the Angels.
And you know, Gary, a lot of times you just see the other team's jersey and you know you have the confidence that you can hit against them.
Here's the delivery. 0-1 pitch is a change, swung on and missed. 0-2.
Well, if he threw a fastball right there, he might send a souvenir to the crowd. Problem was he got the changeup and didn't connect.
And he lays off that one outside. 1-2. 1-2 pitch coming. Here's a swing and a fly ball. 2 away. And a chance here with 2 away for Prince Fielder. He was a strikeout victim last time through the lineup. Here's the first pitch. Swings and misses the slider. 0-1.
Well, the last thing you want to do when you're throwing a slider is to leave it out over the plate. This pitch was in an excellent location in on the hitter's hand.
Hit up the middle. That's going to bring up Adrian Beltre.
I tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch, but it gets blasted right back for the base hit.
But the way he went after that in the box, Steve, it looked like he might have been guessing down there.
Well, I'll tell you what, you have to make contact behind in the count. He got a pitch over the heart of the plate and took advantage of it.
He singled and later scored in his last time up. Fastball is downstairs. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, that fastball right there just missed, just below the knees. Tell you what, a borderline pitch. I think they wanted that one bad.
That'll miss low and inside. Ball 2. Now the 2-0 pitch. Oh my, is he wild right now? That could be trouble. The 3-0 pitch. Now Adrian Beltre with a 3-1 count.
Now, change-up is one thing, but if you leave it over the heart of the plate, you're going to get hurt.
And the fastball is over. 3-2 now.
Let's see if they try to put on a pickoff play at first base. Runner's going to be moving with a full count and 2 down.
This is in the air, straight away left. And that's out number 3. No runs on a hit, and they'll strand. So Giovanni Soto will lead it off. Ground out victim last time through. Anton Williamson gets ready to throw. He'll be the relief pitcher for the Rangers.
Well, this was an outstanding performance today. I mean, that's good starting pitching right there. He won't be able to finish what he started, but he pitched a heck of a ball game.
Strike 2. Now with no balls and 2 strikes, Soto choke up a little bit and watch that strike zone.
Well, it's getting late right now. They're down a bunch, so they need a big inning here. They can't wait till the 9th to try to come all the way back. They need to try to do something now.
And Soto watches that one go by. The count evened up. Curveball out of down on that one. Ended up in the earth. Payoff pitch. There's a ground ball. Moreland handling it. And they'll record the out at first base. Good timing on that play.
They might not have been able to get him off the plate, but a short run over the first and still retires his name.
And it's Yunel Escobar now. Drove in a run earlier in the game. And that one's going to be outside. Ball 1.
Look, Gary, with 1 out right here, they still have time in this inning to try to generate some runs. They need to score here in this 8th inning and not leave it all to the 9th.
And he takes a strike on that fastball. 1-1. Back up the middle. Number 7. That's the 2nd out of the inning. And the right fielder batting again. Called out on strikes in his last appearance. Now the first pitch. Can't get him to chase it. That's low. Ball 1.
Gary, I think right now that you've got to consider trading outs for runs if you're pitching. I mean, listen, just keep getting outs right now. You have the countdowns there. You only need 4 outs left to win this ball game.
Oh, and he spins a slider in there for a strike.
Well, this is great pitching right here. You throw that breaking ball around the outside corner, hitting your spot. Not much you can do with that as a hitter.
Good curve, but he doesn't bite at it. Now 3-1.
Well, you've got to be careful right here. Look, you're down in the count 3-1. You just can't throw something in there and hope he gets himself out. This guy's too dangerous for that.
Here's the 3-2 pitch. That's a foul ball. Fastball swung on and missed. Side retired. Good defensive half inning there. No hits allowed. And here are the Rangers. Bottom half of the 8th inning. And here's Josh Hamilton leading it up. He singled in his last at bat.
Josh Hamilton.
He deals. Swings and misses. The good change right there. 0-1.
Well, he just couldn't wait for that changeup to get in the strike zone. You can't try to chase it. You have to let it come to you.
Hamilton isn't fooled by that pitch, and the count is evened up.
Well, he tried to go outside on the outside corner with that fastball right there. Just got a little bit off the plate. He's got to be careful, though. You don't want that hitter to get his arms extended.
Outside, 2-2 now. Two on the way. That's it. Pretty well down the line and left. Comes off the wall and left. And he pulls into second base. That will be a double.
The great hitters get hits at just the right time. And this double right here with no one down is a nice leadoff hit to get the offense rolling early here in this inning.
Our State Farm leaderboard recapping the teams that led the way in extra base hits last year. Number 1, the Yankees. Second, the Rangers. Third spot, the Red Sox. Fourth, the Orioles. And fifth best, the A's.
For the bottom line,
that swung on and flied to right. One away.
Now back for the Texas Rangers.
So a runner in scoring position. Here's Elvis Andrus.
Elvis Andrus had a breakout year in 2010, and he continued to build on that with another strong outing in 2011. He has everything you want from a guy near the top of the order. A lot of speed and a good eye.
And he starts him out. Starts him out with a changeup for a strike. And Andrus, 3 straight years now for him. We has topped 30 stolen bases, 37 picked up last year.
You know, he's so young and athletic. He's going to continue to grow and read the pitchers, but that speed is explosive. And where the power fell back a little bit, I think he's got power in that bat. We're going to see more of it in the future.
And he will let that one alone. Elvis Andrus, patience and an even count. Here's a fly ball to straightaway left. 2 away. A little warm-up action going in the bullpen. That's a right-hander up and throwing.
Well, they're going to wait for a right-handed hitter on deck to get announced, and then they'll probably make the move to the pen.
And the number 8 spot rolls around. Drew a walk as last time.
Oh!
Here's the pitch. Swing, hot shot. Wow, that was close. Right back up the middle. Almost got him. Hamilton's going to try and score here. And the run is in.
Nice piece of hitting right there. He manages to drive that high 0-1 pitch for a base hit. Good patience, good pitch recognition.
Sure looked like the hitter had decided he wasn't going to get behind 0-2. He was going to wail.
He was aggressive, no question about it. Got a pitch he could handle and took advantage.
And Chirino's batting. Just one player picking up after another, Steve. This is a good offensive show going on, and they're climbing the ladder with it.
Well, as you can see, they're just pouring it on right now. They got out to an early lead, and the hits keep on coming, and so do the runs.
Back up the middle. He dives, and he's up with it. And the throw's in time at first. Mercy, what a play. So they score once on 2 hits, 1 man left. Rangers by. And leading it off is Mike Trout. He'll be seeking his first hit right here.
Mike Trout.
First pitch on the way. Too low on that one for a ball. 1-0.
Well, I think right now offensively you've got to start getting base runners. Get as many as you can. I mean, you're down a ton, so you don't need big hits. You don't need home runs. You need base runners.
Called strike on the outside corner to 21. Average last year for him, 364 against the Rangers.
And it's no coincidence that most of the at-bats ended in his favor. They have to figure out a way to pitch tougher to him.
And it goes foul. A line drive towards the hole, and Andrus able to get that one.
Winning big right now. You just want to go out there, make plays, throw strikes, force them to try to put multiple hits together to get back into this game.
And it's Albert Pujols now with 1 away. Flew out last time. Martinez called on to do the hurling now as they make the pitching swap. Well, working on the 0-1 count now.
Outstanding mechanics right there. He gets all of his body into the pitch. Great velocity on it. Strike away.
That one in play. Chu there to field it. And he puts that one away for number 2.
Down to their final out right here, Gary. So, they're looking pretty dire at this point. And, but listen, funnier things have happened. They've got to get base runners, though.
And it's fouled off. Here's the 0-1 from Martinez. 0-1 pitch, a fastball, swung on and missed. 0-2.
Well, if you're going to get a good fastball, you better pull the trigger a little sooner. You can't be late on that heater.
Blowing away with that one. It's 1-2. Here's the delivery. Swing and a liner to right center. That should be a base hit.
A big 2-out hit right there. It's his 3rd hit of the game so far. This man's doing what he has to do to help his team win.
And in the batter's box, it's Gillespie. Catcher can't control it. At the belt, Martinez kicks and throws to left center, and that gets through for a base hit. Boy, they've opened the door. Can Anaheim go through it?
He goes right with the pitch and slaps the ball into left field.
And if you try and pull that pitch, you're probably not even going to get the bat on it.
That's a ground ball to second base if he pulls that one.
Simmons, there's a swing and a liner towards the gap in left field. Makes its way through for a single. Now here comes a runner for the plate. And he's in there.
Excellent base running right there, getting himself into second base. Great read on his part, and love the aggressiveness.
And you've got to decide what you're going to do in those situations before you ever get to first base, and that's what he did.
And that's what he did. You know what? Aggressive, taking that.
He sends this one in the air towards center. And that's down. Anaheim should pick up a run. And a second run is in.
Well, you have to give them some credit. They're not quitting. That base knock now makes it just a 2-run game. Let's see if they can keep this rally going.
So Giovanni Soto is batting. It is a difficult task to trying to get back into a ball game at this point, but they're close.
Well, they keep reducing that lead right now. Another big hit there, but you know they're going to need a few more of those if they really are going to have a chance to win this game, Gary.
Here's the 0-1 from Martinez. That's hit foul by Soto. And he watches that low pitch from Martinez. And it's the job of the pitcher now to shut this thing off. You start getting that momentum change going, and all of a sudden this ball game, the lead's not nearly as big.
And you know what? It's the job of a good team to keep on scrapping and take advantage of the opportunities. Let's see if they're one of those good teams. On a close game, Gary, Texas got the hits they needed and made pitches when they needed to as well to hold on and win.
All right, here we go. It's that time. We're going to take a look now at our player of the game. And we look no further than the... And Steve, that ought to send these folks home happy.
Oh, no question about it. They get